Alright guys and girls, welcome to another episode of Astral Auto Repairs. Can you dig it? Alright, check it. Guys, ever since we did the video of dirtbag mechanics, we've been getting a lot of emails from our supporters, and you know, they're coming to us and asking us for assistance and to better explain this. How is it possible to do the spark plugs on a Ford 3-valve engine? Now, they know it can be done if done properly, but they're constantly into debate battle against people who don't know the proper procedures. so I said, okay, no problem. I mean, and we even get women contact us. I didn't know there was that many women mechanics out there who was interested in this. All right, so this video is pretty much for these people over here, and we're gonna consider them the bums. So you bums, we're gonna do, that's right, we're gonna do the spark plugs on the 3-valve Ford engine and show you how to properly do that. Now, how is this possible? So to better explain this to you, you bums, we're gonna send this over to the Astral Lab. That's right. So they can better explain to you how is it possible that these spark plugs can be done without breaking a single one. All right? To the lab. Welcome to the Astral Lab, you bums. All right, in the Astral Lab, we're going to teach you a little bit about physics, because it seems like a lot of you don't know about that. I'm going to grab my marker, and this is going to be a quick lesson for you out there, and all these mechanics and do-it-yourselfers should know this. Every do-it-yourselfer and mechanic knows that heat makes metal expand. You're with me on this so far. Everybody knows this. So, if you have, let's say, give you a little quiz here. If you have a thick piece of metal and a thin piece of metal, and you apply 200 degrees of heat to both of them at the same time, in 2 minutes, which one will expand first? You get a cookie. The thin one. Now, let's flip this chart over. Let's take the Ford 3-valve cylinder head, and I am not an artist. Let's take the special spark plug. Now, everyone knows at the end of these spark plugs there is a piece of metal and then the ceramic. So if you start this vehicle up, because the theory out here is some of these bums are saying that you have to warm the engine up before you remove the plugs. So if you warm this engine up, and operating temperatures usually on the thermostat is 195 degrees. So if you warm this engine up and you got these two parts in here, which one will expand first? You get another cookie. The metal tip on the spark plug. Now, so this is what happens here. You have the cylinder head what a spark plug screws into. You got this spark plug and you screw it into there. When you start that engine up and warm it up, that spark plug, the metal part of that spark plug, will expand against the cylinder head, because the cylinder head is not going to expand. So if you go to try to take that spark plug out in that warm engine with that metal part expanded, you're going to break the weakest point, and that's the ceramic. Right. So what you must do in order to do these spark plugs is the engine would have to be absolutely cold. Ford knew what they were doing. They knew the clearance between the metal part of the spark plug and the head. So the engine must be absolutely cold to properly remove that spark plug after spraying it with some lubricant such as WD-40 or freeze off. This closes my lesson, and I hope you learned a valuable lesson for this, you bums. Now back to Tim out in the field. Thank you. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. These lady chips are good. All right. There you have it, you bums. Check it out. Common sense, guys. Common sense. Do some common sense here. Before you argue, before you bums argue with the people over here that's on Team Astral, you got to understand basic heat. So, if you got a solid piece of, if you have a solid piece of metal and you have a thin piece of metal, and you put this thin piece of metal inside this solid piece of metal, if the heat around it is the same, the thin metal is going to expand and hold up against it. So, to those who telling you you got to move the engine, that's what you're going to break them. Common sense. Ford is not stupid, guys. Ford been in business for years, way before you were born. And you're going to sit here and argue with Ford. Ford knew exactly what they was doing. They knew exactly how to replace these plugs. Simple as that. So what we're going to do, just like I said, coming in part 2, we're going to do those plugs. Every single one of them. We're going to set the video camera down, and we are not going to blink it out or anything. We're going to run it right there and then. All right? Simple as that. Now, I'm calling y'all a bunch of bums, but y'all might be getting that kind of confused with the bum we're talking about when we call you that. Y'all might be thinking, you know, the bum in the street. No. We're talking about your bums that you use to wipe your butt with this, your bum. All right. So leave these people alone, man. They know what they're talking about. You don't. Any kind of questions or comments, be sure to put them in the comment section below. Or you can continue to email me to tim@astralautorepairs.com. All right, guys and girls, I hope you enjoyed this video. You got a great look at our Astral Lab, where all our technical stuff come from. This is Timmy from Astral Auto Repairs. If we can't repair it, nobody can. Take it easy. And get out of here, you bum.